And just welcoming yourself here on your mat. Just noticing the in and outflow of each and every breath. With your eyes closed and your jaw soft, just pay attention to shoulders, the hands, the arms as they drape from the shoulders through the earth. Just noticing what you're able to feel inside of your body, sensations. You might be noticing new and foreign sensations. Just notice what's happening in your physical body. And then just focus on your breath. We're going to split the breath today in 3 parts. And so you'll be taking a sip of breath. So imagining it maybe from the base of the spine, just to that upper lower belly area. Pause, hold the breath. And then you'll take your second sip of breath into the upper chest. And then you'll take that third sip of breath and then just filling all the way up. And then an exhalation of the breath all the way out. So just splitting the breath into 3 parts. So you'll inhale, first third, pause, hold the breath for a moment. And then take that second sip of breath, second third, pause, hold the breath. And then that final third, breathing all the way into the lungs, throat, heart. Notice that lift of the chest. And then as you exhale the breath, just soften the whole body, release, surrender. Empty the breath completely this time. Keep pressing the air out of your body. Maybe stay empty for a few moments. And then repeating again, inhaling, pausing, first third. Inhaling, pausing, second third. And then taking that final sip of breath all the way to your lungs' maximum capacity. Hold the breath. And then you'll exhale all of the breath out. So just continue that way now. Just on your own. Pausing. Holding, continuing. Surrendering, clearing when the out-breath comes. And holding that breath out at the bottom. Just complete 3 more. Hold that final breath out for a little bit longer than you have before. And then when you start to breathe in and out naturally, just allow your fingers and toes and ankles and wrists just to start to move a little, just gently. Point, flex toes, maybe alternate. And then just start to bend into the knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Just lift up the hips, lengthen the tailbone to the heels. And then just drop the knees from side to side. You can slide the arms now in line with your shoulders. Just real gentle as you drop knees left, right. And then just drawing the knees into the chest when you're ready. Hands to the shins or wrapping around the knees. Little rocks side to side, circle. Allow the head to roll along the earth. Just rocking lovingly. And then just setting the right foot down, extending the left leg. So we're going to grab that strap and just place it around the right foot. And then just let the foot flex. You might bend and straighten the knee a little. You might just bring some little circles so you can feel the femur bone in the pelvis. And then you can start to extend the left leg forward and see what changes. You might draw the foot a little closer towards the back of the mat. Just explore your hamstrings. Explore the hip joint. So just move a little. And then flex the left toes so you're anchoring the hip into the earth. And then just pause, then just draw the foot a little closer towards you now. Press up through your right heel, take a breath in. As you exhale, maybe draw the shin a little closer. Let's do that twice more. Breath in, press out through both heels, one up, one forward. And as you exhale, maybe you come a little deeper. And then one more breath. Exhaling the breath out. And then we're going to open the legs slowly out towards the right. So keeping slow, gentle movement out to the right. And then just bring it back to center. So just do a few of those. Bringing it gently out. You can bring your left hand to your hip just to anchor the hip down. Then bringing it back, noticing now the groin. Bringing it out. Bringing it in one more time. And then this time we're going to hold it out. Just holding that leg out. If you rest the elbow on the earth, maybe you reach for a foot if you don't need the strap. Just take a few deep breaths there. And then as you're breathing in and out, slide the left foot to the earth. And then draw that knee into the chest. Hold on to that knee. And then open the left knee out as the right leg opens. And then release the left foot to the earth. Bring that right leg back to center. Release the strap. Cross the ankle over the top. Press the left knee forward. And then just lifting the left foot, coming into eye of the needle. See how the hip area and the glutes feeling. A little rock. And then pause. And then breathe. Press the left knee, right knee forward, left knee in, flex toes. Soft, gentle breaths in and out. And then take 3 more rounds of breath. And then when you've completed 3 rounds, just release both feet back down to the earth. Take those windshield wipers with the knees again, just dropping them side to side, real heavy and floppy. And then we'll come back to center, left leg extends, grabbing the strap around the foot. And then again, just bringing some gentle movement side to side, some semicircles, full circles. Notice the knee bending and straightening. Just explore little movements. And then as you do that, extend the right leg forward. You can anchor the hips straight down. Just moving, bringing the leg closer to you, moving it back. And then just finding a place to pause. Just drawing those toes a little bit closer towards the crown of the head. Flexing the right foot, so pressing the heel forward to the front of your mat as the left heel presses up. And draw the chin a little towards the chest, lengthen the neck. Breathing in. Chin moving a little closer. Inhale. Chin moving to the chest. One more breath. And exhale that breath out. And then we're just going to slowly bring the leg out and in a few times. So you'll just be dropping it out gently to the left. Maybe there's only just a little movement, and then back to center. And just continue that action, just opening out, coming back to center. And then you'll find a point where you'll just hold it out towards the side and just breathe deeply into the groin. Just notice the inner thigh, hip. And then just start to bend your right knee, pull it into the chest or towards the armpit rather. Hold on to that knee and then open that knee out. So it's a half butterfly with that left knee, right knee, as the left leg is straight. A bit of a side lunge. And as you come back to center, set the right foot to the earth, release the strap, left ankle on top. And then whenever you're ready, come to your variation of eye of the needle. Maybe nice movements until you can find where you'd like to pause. And then when you pause, it's the right knee in line with the shoulder, left knee presses forward. So really make that quite active. Breathing in, breathing out. Soft, smooth breaths. And two more. And then gently releasing out of that in any way. Make some movements, drop knees, hug knees, and then maybe even rock and roll along the spine. And we're going to rock through or just move to one side. And just come to the hands and the knees. And just start to inhale into upward facing cat when you get there. And then exhale round through the spine, chin to throat. Tops of the feet, shins are pressing, hands rooting. And a little bend of the elbows, dive forward through to your upward facing cat. Really arcing through the spine, and as you exhale, draw the belly in, pressing the floor away. Just continue 3 more rounds, inhaling, really opening through the upper part of the back. Exhaling to round. One more time, inhale, lift and open. And exhale, drawing it all out, holding it there, maybe even coming onto the fingertips, coming into that angry cat. And then press the palms, come back to neutral. We're just going to turn the wrists forward so the fingers are towards the knees. And then just shift forward back, get into those wrists. Spread fingers wide. Curl the back toes under. You might even come forward and hover a knee off the floor. So you're in a half modified plank, and then you can drop that knee and try the other. As you press the other heel back. You might even feel a bit of strength. You might actually come into plank with the fingers facing you. You might even bend the elbows a little, come back. You can do that on the knees, pressing the elbows into the abdomen, just stimulating the belly. You can do that with those legs lifted. It's a preparation for a pose called peacock pose, Mayurasana. And then bring the backs of the hands onto the earth, fingers facing each other. And then just let the wrists move in the opposite direction as you gently move the shoulders, the body around a little. You can lift the feet and give them a little movement too, if you feel. And then we're going to curl the toes under, Just going to walk the hands towards the knees, but lift the knees off the mat, separate the knees wide. Just dangle here, backs of the hands on the earth. Just let there be this sense of heaviness, this weight shaking over the head. And then see if you can roll yourself up from this position. So you'll notice that you'll need to turn the knees forward. And it's real gentle, the arms slide in. And just roll yourself gently up. Sweep the arms out wide and up. And just release the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes. Just pause at the back of your mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. And as you blink your eyes open, reach your right arm up, your left hand down. And just gently take it over to the left. Just a little lateral flexion, sliding the left fingers to the knees, turning the right palm down. And then come back to center, switch, left arm reaches up, right hand slides down. And then gently taking it on an exhalation to the right. Slide the fingers down towards the knee. Reach the left fingers towards the right. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, left arm down, right arm up. Exhaling to the left. Inhale, center, left arm reaches, right hand down. Exhale to the right. So one more time. Right arm reaches, left arm down. Reaching to the left. And then coming through center, switching, lifting left arm, right hand down. And then taking it to the right. And then reach both arms up, press palms, lift up, lean back. And then exhale, fold forward through to the earth. Take a halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Bring the right hand down in the middle of your mat or in the middle of underneath the face. And then lift the left arm up, breath in. As you exhale, bend both knees, bring that left hand down. As you reach the right arm, notice which leg straightens, maybe right. And then bring that hand back down. And then just do that again. Inhaling, lifting left, pulling the heart forward, maybe straightening left leg. Exhaling, bend both knees, left hand down. The breath in brings that right arm up. There's a twist, a rotation through the spine. Exhale, bring that hand down. Let's do that one more time. To the left, lift, reach, and open. Start to find that fluidity as you exhale the breath, you come down. Breath in, arm reaches. Breath out, bring it to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to shins or the earth. Exhale, take a fold. Walk your hands out into plank pose. And then just pause here in your plank. Press your heels away from your heart, zip your lower belly in. Breathing in and out, keeping your gaze forward. If you need the knees down, just place them down. Let's see if you can just stay in stillness. Breathing gently in and out. Just one more breath. And then just lower the knees, untap the toes, shift back, child's pose. And then as you bend your elbows, look forward, just slithering through into cobra, inhale. Exhale, shifting the hips back, coming to child's pose. And then a little bend of the elbows out wide to slither on through, getting into that upper part of the back. And then just continue these cobra waves. Breathing in. Taking it back, exhale. Twice more, breathing in. Exhale to take it back. And then one more, slithering on through. And then as you exhale, curl your toes under, lifting the knees whenever you're ready for downward facing dog. Just enjoy the movement, pedaling gently through your feet. Heels lift and descend. Little movement side to side, transfer the weight, see. And if you can find equal distribution between hands and feet. And then just bend the knees and just take a little wave forward to plank. And as you exhale, just shift the hips back again. And then this time hinge forward, keeping those legs straight. This time bend the knees and then shift the hips to the buttocks, lift the hips high. So you're kind of waving through the spine. And do that again, bending knees as you come back and then rippling forward. And then try that in the other direction. Bend knees, bend elbows a little, lift and come around. It might be quite strong. Might need to drop the knees or take a pause in between the reverse cycles. And then downward facing dog, or come to child's pose and give those wrists a little tender loving care by bringing them behind you and just waving those fingers around, moving those wrists until you're ready to come back into your downward facing dog. Just really working those hands, wrists. And then from your downward facing dog, just stepping the feet slightly together so you can lift that right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee, yawn, open the hip. Just keep both hands pressing, chest pressing to the thigh. Just keep the left heel rooting down towards the earth. See how that feels in the back of that left leg. And then straighten the leg as you look forward. As you exhale, step that right foot towards the right thumb. And then lift the right arm up, inhale. Stay there, slight bend in the elbow, rotating the chest towards the ceiling. Hug the right knee in. You might come up high on your left fingertips. And then lower the knee to the earth. We're going to lift the left arm up and back. Right hand slides down the outside of the thigh. Gazing behind you, back toes curled for extra support. Take a nice easy twist with the left elbow to the thigh. Let's make a fist today. And then reach the right arm up and around and place a flat palm on that left fist. That just gives you a little more height. And then keep pressing the palm into the fist. Notice how you get a little higher. You lift the underneath side weight and then rotate the chest from there. If you wish to lift the knee, go ahead and lift. But keep this right hip dropping down and pulling back. And if the knee's lifted, lower it down. Reach both arms high, take a little back bend here and just suspend. Keep the lengthening through the sternum. Imagine that front knee, front heel and back knee zipping into the midline. And then as you exhale, release the hands to the earth. Lift the back knee, straighten the front knee, come to pyramid pose. And just bend and straighten a few times before we hold that pyramid. So from lunge to pyramid, and then just find the straightening of that front knee. It might not be completely straight, but somewhere thereabouts. And then bend that front knee. Place the hands on the earth so you can step back, downward facing dog. Take the floor, bend knees. So I'm rippling forward into plank, pausing, shoulders in line with fingertips. Knees or straight legs, start to bend elbows. And then inhale, cobra. As you exhale, take it back gently through child's pose, puppy pose to down dog. Taking 3 deep breaths, inhaling. Exhaling. For 1, releasing all the tension, anything that builds from the throat. For 2, 1 more breath. Exhale. For 3, slight step of the feet together, left heel moves. And there's a slow bend of the knee, so the left heel moves to the right body. Keep pressing your right heel towards the back of the mat. Keep both armpits in line and level. Just a lift and an opening of the hip, maybe even an opening of the back of the right leg, the calf. And as you straighten the leg, look forward, prepare to step lightly towards that left thumb. It might be still early, so just notice how it feels. And then left arm reaches on up. Find that rotation. Notice if you're twisting the whole torso, going to draw the belly in and rotate just through the thoracic spine. So if you start to bring a little bend in that top elbow, you start feeling the squeeze right behind the shoulder blades. Keep twisting, keep feeling grounded. And then release the knee down onto the earth. Left arm slides down the outside, right arm reaches up and then back. So you can hold on to the thigh or the hip. You can use that to kind of pull you around a little more as well. So it becomes more of a lateral flexion and a twist. And then we will come into that twist. So keeping the twist, you bring the elbow to the thigh, make a fist, reach the left arm up, and then bring a flat palm on top. As you press your palm into the fist, notice how you get a little more high. Keep the belly drawn in, and then maybe lift a knee. And then notice if you have lifted the knee, If you're still favoring maybe the right foot or the left foot, maybe even shift forward and back and see how that feels. And then we'll pop the knee down, releasing the arms high, coming into that low lunge, Anjaneyasana, taking that back bend. As you exhale, release the hands to the earth, lift the back knee. We're just shifting back and forward a few times. So from a lunge to a pyramid, just getting nice and juicy into those hips. And then holding that front leg as straight as you can. Forehead towards the shin. Right hip slightly forward, left hip back. Breathing in and out. And then have a look forward, bend the front knee, walk your hands forward, step forward, fold forward. And then Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, your variation. Exhale, fold, notice the hamstrings. Do that again, breath in, really create length, heart forward, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold forward, forehead to the shins. Or one more cycle, halfway lift. Finding that forward fold as you exhale. A little bend of the knees, sweep the arms out wide and up. And as you exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. As you inhale, right arm up, left hand down. Exhale, take it to the right. As you come back to center, left arm up, right hand down, inhale. Exhale to the left. As you inhale, bring the right palm to the left, take a little back bend. And then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, low plank, exhale, same breath out. Inhale, maybe an upward facing dog, this time lifting the thighs off the earth. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take one breath in. Exhale the breath out. Right leg lifted on up, breath in. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Hold here for a breath in. Exhale all of the breath out. Straighten the leg as you look forward, preparing to step to the right thumb as you exhale. Inhale, right arm reaches. Hold as you exhale. Take another breath in. Breath out, lower the knee, taking it into that reverse position. As you exhale, elbow to thigh, make a fist, reach the arm up and around. This time lift the back knee if you didn't before. Hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale for 1, 2, and 3. Release the knee down. Inhale, come to that low lunge. As you exhale, lift the back knee, shift the hips back. From here, step the left foot halfway down and out. So you're coming more into a traditional stance of your pyramid pose. You might even wish to toe heel the right foot out to the right and the left foot out to the left. And then draw the sternum forward. Maybe use a couple of blocks if you need. And then exhale, just feel the forehead move into the shin. So take another little pulse, heart forward, pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. Taking it a little deeper as you breathe out. And then just do that one more time. And exhale the breath, holding it here as you breathe in and out. Try to avoid gripping the floor with your toes, particularly those right toes. And then just pop a little bend in that front knee so you can roll yourself up. You might want to place the blocks to the side. Just going to bring the arms behind you. You might just start with holding the wrists, seeing how open the chest is feeling today. Maybe go for the elbows, or maybe you bring the palms together behind the chest, right behind the heart. And then straighten that front leg, bend, see how that pyramid position feels for you. Hug the elbows in and start to take it into a little bit of a back bend. So really opening more through that upper back area. Keep that length through the spine, that slight arch, and just kind of tilt forward. And then take another breath. You might just stay here, or you might be able to come further forward without pulling the elbows in. You want to keep them hugging back. And just keep that moving slightly forward with each breath. Keep your gaze, your focus on one point. Then you'll get to a point where you just pause and breathe. Find that place. Breathe in and out for 1. Soft, gentle breath. 2, one more breath. Beautiful. Slowly come all the way up. Take a little lean back. Release the hands. Gently bend that front knee. Reach the arms up. As you exhale, we're going to draw the left knee into the base of the wrists as the hands come to the heart. So real slow, conscious as we balance on that right leg. Start to bring your hands and interlock them around your left knee and see if that gives you a little extra support so you can straighten the leg. And then bring your right hand to your hip. Left hand opens the knee out slightly to the left. Stay balanced. Just notice that open hip. And then as you bring the knee back to center, switch right hand to knee, left hand. Just bring it to the hip. And then rotate the chest around. Keep the knee in line with the hip. Just turning gently until the head turns towards the back shoulder. Flexing the left foot will help. And then maybe release the arm. You can stay here or maybe slide the hand down the outside of the leg and just hold. Or you might even start to straighten that leg out a little. And then if the leg is straight and you're feeling balanced, smile. That's all, bend the knee. And then slowly take it back, warrior two, real slow and gentle. Bend and straighten that front knee. And then keep that front knee bent. And then turn the thumbs up, slide the ribs forward, take a bent knee triangle pose. So it's more of a, like we would take the upper body into triangle, but just with a bent knee. So you're reaching the right fingers to the space between your first and second toe, and then you're reaching your left arm up. And now you can start to take it into a bind from here, left arm behind, right arm threads through. So without holding on, we notice that the strength is in the feet. Maybe even straightening the leg. You want to make it more of a bound triangle. Take 3 more breaths. Ujjayi breath. Hear that beautiful sound in your throat. When you've completed 3 breaths, release your bind, reverse your warrior, inhale. Your exhalation is your low plank, so take your time, swivel on the ball of the back foot, lift the left leg, maybe even take a 3-legged flow. Breathing in, taking it back when you're cold, down dog. Breathing in and out. Releasing the breath through the mouth, you can lift heels. Coughing away, clearing the throat. Left leg will lift on your next breath in. Bending the knee, yawning, open the hip. Taking 1 full round of breath. Exhaling it all out. You'll straighten as you look forward, preparing to step the left foot to the left arm real quietly. And then left arm slowly peels open. Slight little bend of that elbow. And then the back knee releases as the right arm reaches, the left arm slides down. Keep the length, the reach, the twist. And then bring the elbow to the thigh, make a fist. Circle the arm up and around, flat palm on fist, and then lift the back knee. Zip the belly in, keep pressing palm on fist. And rotating the chest as you breathe in and out for 1, for 2, and 3. Lower the knee, release the arms high and back, low lunge. As you exhale, shift the hips back, lift the back knee, pyramid pose. And then make that variation now. So we're stepping the right foot out to the right, left foot, maybe toe heel it to the left. It is a slightly shorter stance. And then just find that shape where the hips are facing forward. And then take a breath in, sternum pulls forward, hips pull back. As you exhale the breath, forehead to the shin. 2 more pulses, lengthening like we would in that half lift. Exhaling, bowing. And then 1 more. And then just surrendering here, avoiding clenching the jaw, avoiding gripping the toes on the mat. Just be still with your breath and your heartbeat. And then we'll slowly come out of that little bend of that front knee so we can round and roll ourselves up. We are preparing to grab a hold of a wrist or an elbow. So try the other one if you did grab, there's that opposite one. Or if you're coming behind the heart, there's just the one option. Straighten the front leg, lift up. So it's a left hip back, right hip slightly forward. It's a big opening in that thoracic spine, that upper cervical spine. And then just slowly, when you're ready, hugging elbows in, just come forward a little bit. Elongate, inhale. And as you exhale, you come even further. So imagine the spine lengthening when you breathe in from the tailbone to the crown, belly zips in. As you exhale, keep the elbows hugging in, the slight squeeze behind the shoulder blades. You're just taking it slowly forward more and more in increments, or it might just feel like you are. And then when you get to a place there, just pause. It's a lengthening. There's a lot of strength in the feet. For one more breath. Nice. Slowly rise. Lean back a little to release those hands. Then as you circle them out wide enough, bend that standing leg and draw the right knee into the chest. And then exhaling, hands to the heart, so knee pulls in to the base of those wrists. Just find balance. And then interlock the hands around the shin. And just kind of lean back. That should feel pretty balanced here with the interlock. It creates more of this hammock feel. Straightening that standing leg if you can. And then from here, releasing the left hand to the hip, holding on to that right knee, just gently opening it out to the right. And then as you come back to center, left hand to the right knee, keep the knee in line with the hip. It's a rotation of the chest first. And then maybe the arm releases, the chin moves back. You can stay here, flex a foot, reach for a foot, maybe straighten a leg. So just find your variation here in your standing balance. And then to take it back, we just bend the knee and carefully step back to a warrior. Bend, straighten that front knee as much as you need, and then just pause. Pause in that warrior position. So it's that bent knee triangle. So we turn the thumbs up, we slide the ribs forward, and then just let the arms windmill without touching anything. So you're pointing your fingers towards the first and second toe. You might even just place the fingers there as you reach in opposite directions. Keep the bend in the front knee. Try not to collapse or lean. And then top arm can wrap around for a bind. And then because you've got the weight in the legs, you can release this left hand and thread it through. And then find your bind. You can even straighten that front leg. Two more breaths. Take them slow and steadily. And when you have completed them, reverse on an inhalation. Take it through to your low plank on your exhalation, maybe even lift a leg. Take in your flow, maybe up dog or cobra. And then back to downward facing dog. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale the breath out. Two more rounds of breath. One more breath. Stepping the feet slightly together, right leg lifts, inhale. This time we're going to draw the knee in towards the nose, dome around through the upper part of your back. And then do that again, lift and extend. Bring the knee into your nose. Lift the shin and heel high. And then again, lift, inhale. As you exhale, carefully step the foot towards the thumb. It's time to rise up into a high lunge. Pause in your high lunge. Reach through the fingers, start to take it gently into a little back bend. And then bring the hands behind you, interlace them. Pressing the palms together, add that back bend. Keep steady, strong, just back bending, lifting the heart, finding balance on the ball of the back foot. I need to even toe heel the right foot out a little. I'm going to come into a balance from here, so bring the body weight forward. If it's too strong to keep the arms bound, just release them, walk the back foot in, and see if you can balance here in that warrior three. Keep steady and stable. Beautiful. And then releasing the hands if they're interlaced, draw the knee into the chest, interlock hands around the shin. Either stay here, or as we did before, we opened the knee. You might want to reach for the big toe, extend the leg and open it, or you might just want to hold the knee open. So you've got your strap. If you want to grab your strap, you can come into the balance with the strap, opening the leg and releasing the arm. And then switching it to the other side, so you can start with the hand on the knee and stay here. Or you can bring the strap around the ball of the left foot and hold on to the strap with the right as you rotate. The strap or no strap, make it work for you. And then if you're holding strap, you'll just let it go, bend the knee, take it into a wide leg forward fold. So you'll just turn the toes in, keep the arms winging out wide, just fold forward. Hands can come to the heels, maybe a little bend of the knees. And then just gently finding your body and pulling it through. So you can hold on to the heels and hug the elbows towards the shins. And keeping the crown long. If you need to shorten the stance because you're quite open, just shortening a little. And just breathing in and out. You give the head a shake and a nod. And just feeling the weight of the head releasing the whole spine. And 2 more breaths. And then release the hands just to the front, so you can inhale, lengthen onto the fingertips, lift the heels, toes pivot on the heels, just come back to a lunge position. From that lunge position, lower your back knee, straighten your front leg. And you can do that a few times. We're just going to hold that front leg straight. So you can come to Ardha Hanuman or maybe full Hanuman. With the breath. Count 5 more rounds of breath. And then take your time to slowly slide back. And that front knee, stepping back down to child's pose. You can pedal out through the feet. And then take a flow if that calls for your attention. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing, and downward facing. 3 deep breaths wherever you are. And then from down dog, with lifting the left foot on it, breath in. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Take 1 full inhalation. Chest presses to the back thigh, exhale. Straighten as you look forward, inhale. Quietly step to the left thumb as you exhale. Rising on up into that high lunge. Make the adjustment with that left foot. Just find that balance, the stability. Keep lengthening through fingertips, taking it gently into a back bend. And then bring the arms behind you. Interlace the opposite index finger on top. Just climb up through the spine. Squeeze the shoulders, open the throat. Stay balanced on the ball of the back foot. Keep your drishti, your focus on one point, maybe to the ceiling. And then start to bring the body weight forward with bound arms or release them. Taking it into a balance, you might need to step in, And then start to find that balance. And then free the arms, you're drawing the knee into the chest, interlocking the hands around the shin. And then you're going to choose your variation here, so you can do as we did before. You can grab your strap or piece grip your big toe and extend the leg forward, pulling the shoulder back, and then eventually opening it. If you've got a wall, you can always hold on to a wall. You can switch when you're ready to the opposite side. You've got enough time to have a play, to fumble around before, and then we're gently stepping back into that wide leg position, so turning the toes. Just don't interlace the hands. We'll take it into a bind. Coming forward on an exhalation. Settling there. Notice how the shoulders feel. You might even move a little side to side. That might feel nice for the body. And then just let your body just settle directly in the center. Lift the arches of the feet, so you're pressing the outer blades of the feet into the earth. Shape nod the head a little. Make some sounds. Give yourself permission just to be fully embodied. And even those changes that you might physically be feeling, it might feel foreign with all the shifts that are occurring planetary-wise. We start to notice things might feel a little different. And when you're ready to release, hands will come to the earth real slowly. Rise onto the fingertips, take a little half lift. Lift your toes so you're on your heels. Just kind of pivoting around to the front. You can bring the toes down, the knee will come down. And then we just straighten the front leg and bend. And then we're going to straighten and come into Ardha Hanuman, so you can slide forward and hold. You can stay with a relatively bent back knee, or you might start to straighten, slide forward or slide back. Just getting into the hips and the shoulders today. Definitely an area that needs a little extra love in winter. We generally want to curl inwards. So just opening. And then explore 5 more breaths. Give time to come out. You can come back to down dog, to child's pose. You can take one final flow. What calls for your attention? And we're going to just settle in child's pose with a little rock side to side. We are going to come onto the belly, so just early rise to hands and knees. And just lower yourself down onto your abdomen. Come onto the forearms. And then just draw the elbows towards the ribs, ribs to elbows, just lengthening the rib cage. Breathing in, breathing out. And then turn your hands slightly out, come into seal pose. Maybe walk the hands in. Just hold here. And then just see if you can separate your feet a little as well. And then just bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together. You might even take it deeper now. Just keep breathing in and out. And then gently bend the elbows, lower yourself down onto the earth. Release the legs, you can keep them wide, you can release the arms. And we're just going to come into Shalabhasana, so just zip those legs in together now. Turning the chin to center, interlock the hands, point the toes and the crown in opposite directions, touching into the chest. Use a breath in to lift you up. Chest lifts, feet lift. Even the arms might lift a fraction off the body. Pull the knuckles to the heels or your crown forward, your shoulders back. Create neck length in the neck as you breathe in and out for 1. Slow, gentle breaths. 4, 2, 3. We've got 2 more breaths. 4. And gently taking it down, releasing out of that and just settling. And then bend the knees, let them flop side to side, release the lower back, even circle or semicircle. And then bring the hands under the shoulders, press back to child's pose. Just let the spine settle. You can make one fist and bring it on top of the other. And then just slowly rising up. We're going to come onto the back, so you might just want to spin around or find another way to get there. And then draw the knees into the chest. And then you can set the feet to the earth. And then just choose an inversion of your choice. So from here, it might be starting in happy baby. Your happy baby might stay there, or it might evolve into a shoulder stand or a plow pose. Just notice the compression in the throat when you're in your shoulder stand. We're stimulating the throat chakra, the thyroid. Making sure you're able to breathe wherever you are. And just maybe holding the pose. And then after a few rounds of breath, you can give yourself permission to do something else. You can switch, play around with the legs, you can bring them wide. You can do this even in your happy baby. You don't have to have the hips off the earth. Just let there be an exploration of any movement that feels natural, that feels true. Take your time to gently come out when you're ready. Bend the knees. Just set the feet wide, knees together. Bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. Just settling here for a few breaths. And the feet are wide. Release the knees wide as well. Release your arms wide. And then drop your knees to one side. Find a twist. If you want to modify it, if you want to extend that top leg across or even reach your left hand to a foot. Now that's if you're twisting to the right, you'll be taking a cat pulling its tail, which is the position I'm in, or something different. Stay for as long as you like in your twist, but just give yourself time to twist also in the opposite direction. And you've twisted equally. Let's give yourself permission to move in any way your body needs. And knowing that we are coming to the earth In a few rounds of breath for Shavasana. You might have an eye pillow and a blanket nearby. Just grabbing something to place over the eyes if you have, something over the body. Making some sounds, some sighs as you stir along the earth. So we're laying down and just noticing the stillness inside and out. Breathing, feeling the breath, the heart beating, the energy, the prana flowing through your body, the alertness of your body, the messages that it communicates to you. Are we still enough to listen? Or are we constantly distracted by thought or external dialogue? Can we feel and hear the truth inside of us? Can we hear and feel what is true in our heart? Can we be still and witness whether we can or we can't? Be in a state of non-judgment and acceptance. Just witnessing the belly rising and falling. Feeling your arms and arms and legs heavy. Feeling your jaw releasing even more, your tongue softening even more. And as you breathe in, silently repeat the mantra so. And as you exhale, silent repetition of the mantra hum. So hum. Just keep that going as you breathe in and out. Just let the mantra fade away now. As you deepen your breath, bring awareness to your surroundings. Just remind yourself to be the eye of the storm. Just be in the center of everything and just witness what goes on around you without getting caught up. Remembering to come back home to you time and time again. To stay grounded. Self. And as you deepen your breath even more, just allow your physical body to follow, making any little minor movements by wriggling the fingers and the toes, just to re-emerge. Just thanking yourself as you slowly stir for making the choice to be here. Moving more and more. Just thanking your body as well, maybe hugging the knees into the chest and really acknowledging this beautiful, amazing body, this vehicle through this life. And then take your time just to roll to one side and to pause in a fetal position, moving the hips in the opposite direction. And just pausing there, being still. Just feeling the sense of warmth and security. Feeling yourself centered in the eye of the storm. Gently pressing yourself up when you're ready, just coming into a cross-legged seat. Anchoring the hips to the earth. Maybe making a little movement before you come to stillness, just to feel this anchor, this root connection through the base of the spine. And then gently find stillness. And just feel all of this energy that you've created in your body. Squeeze Mula Bandha, pelvic floor draws in and up. Zip the belly in, Uddiyana Bandha. And just slight round forward, bring the hands to the knees, chin to chest, Jalandhara Bandha. Hold the breath out here. Keep those locks for as long as you can. And softly breathing in to release. Bring back to neutral with the spine, and just exhale. Just noticing how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. And there might be a sense of clarity, stillness. There might be an intention that you might set for your day. You might have already done that in the beginning, or you might add to your intention. Things are always shifting and changing. So we can always pause, stop, and ground ourselves back once again to what's important, to what's true. Bring the hands together at the center of the chest, honoring your internal fire. That fire, that light that lights this body up. Stay true to your path. Thank you, beautiful goddesses. Have an amazing journey. Namaste. You can stay seated if you like. Blessings.